Introduced by Senator Amanda Shelton, and after a public hearing, requirements were waived for Bill 367, it was game on.
We're just playing games here tonight, unfortunately. That's what it seems like.
The legislation would create the Azuda y Mangafa, or Help for Families program. $500 payments would go to eligible families with young adults, students, and disabled individuals that may have been overlooked in local and federal stimulus programs. The bill proposes tapping local funds to pay for the program. That is until BBMR and DOA, during the Committee of the Whole, indicated there wasn't enough local funding. As a result, Republican Minority Leader Senator Tello Taitigui introduced an amendment scrapping the local funding options and instead incorporating language that CARES Act funding may be appropriated. Her amendment failed, but the bill's author introduced a similar one.
So in addition to the funding sources that were original to the bill, we add the CARES Act funding, which Mr. Carlson shared with us this evening would be the source of funding.
We should note the governor has said, and a lawsuit was even cited during last night's session, that the legislature cannot appropriate federal funds, which would include CARES Act funding. The debate led to verbal sparring on whether the bill was even needed.
Everybody here knows, Mr. Chair, that they could do this program tomorrow. They could have done it 3 months ago. They could do it anytime they want if they're going to use CARES money. They don't need this bill. But, you know, we are trying to go through this charade of we're going to pass a bill, we're going to say it's CARES money that they're going to get to use.
There were several things that have been brought up in this debate. One was a 1978 court case brought up by one of our colleagues, and that was an opinion of one of our colleagues. But also there was another one saying that, almost saying that this bill is not needed. In essence, this bill is worthless. And Mr. Chair, that's a difference of opinion as well, because unfortunately we have said that.
Point of information, Mr. Chair. Point of information. It was not said that it was not
needed.
Point of
order,
It
Mr. Chair.
It could be.
The Vice Speaker has the floor. Point of order, Mr. Chair. The Vice Speaker has the floor.
Floor, Mr. Chair. Just show some respect.
So, just
ladies,
let me
my
finish.
colleagues. The next time I have to gavel down and I'm going to call you out of order, I'm going to have to sergeant arms do what he needs to do.
Senator Shelton's bill was moved to the voting file. Just today, Senator Jim Moylan sent a letter to Governor Lulian Guerrero requesting that instead of waiting for legislative action, she has the authority to implement the program now. Quote, the legislative vote is merely time-consuming, ceremonial formality, and these families need the help immediately. You have the ability to make it happen today. There was no session today. Instead, senators are scheduled to return on Friday at 10 in the morning to accept the State of Judiciary address from Supreme Court Chief Justice F. Philip Carbolito. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas, Matanani.